You're listening to the best of the Morning X. You can also catch it on the Morning X podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or at 99x.com.
Morning X live in Music Midtown. Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy, a special after dark showing.
Ooh.
David Grolschenberger is here.
Yeah, hello.
You might know him as Dave Grohl.
Yeah. I had to
Dave.
change my name. That's a stage name.
That's a stage name.
Dave Grohl. Yeah.
Grolschenberger.
It was Grolschenberger.
And you have a chain, a
what?
Seattle burger chain as well. The Grolschenberger.
Grolschenberger. It's going well.
It's big in Seattle.
It's a little weird, though, because the red meat thing in Seattle's not really happening.
One of the best drummers in the world is sitting right in front of me.
You know what? Have you ever seen Government Mule?
Yeah,
No.
they're great.
That guy's one of the best drummers in the world.
Oh, come on, Dave Grohl.
Dude!
Dave Grohl, Mr.
You know what?
Triple Kick.
Everyone's under the impression that just because I was in this band that became popular that I'm like some super duper drummer.
Come on.
I'm so incredibly
I'm a
minimalistic
drummer, and I
rude.
know from watching you do know how to play.
Let's talk drummers.
Thank
the guy in Government
Drum
Mule.
talk.
Damn right.
How about the guy in Dave Matthews? He's a great drummer.
Carter?
He has like videos. He
He's
has like
on-
drum instruction videos.
Does he really?
What do you think of him?
yeah.
Does he impress you full on, Carter?
Yeah, he's like in a whole other league, man. That's like beyond drumming.
Sounds like
That's
a symphony of his own drums. I mean,
Yeah,
he has,
and well, he plays. I think I don't know. He could do anything.
What does he
wants.
do that you can't do?
Everything.
No,
come
seriously. What can he
Everything.
do that you cannot do?
Play good. I don't know. He does
Play
like
good.
He's like a fusion drummer kind of guy.
Dave, the last time we
He's
talked to
awesome.
you hung up on us, which was a big moment in our show.
No,
Well, no,
Accidentally.
It was an accident.
Accidentally.
He tried to pass it off as an
Was that on
accident.
a cell phone? Because I do that to my friends sometimes, where I pull down the antenna and I can't shoot.
Well, no, what happened was we had asked you some kind of weird question. It wasn't offensive. I forgot.
About your writing. It was about just writing hit songs or writing popular songs.
I remember this.
And then it disconnected, and we seriously thought.
Hey, but
that
did I
hung
call
up
you
on us.
back?
Yes, you did.
You did,
There you
but
go.
we thought you were
for-
pissed off.
For like
No,
30
no, no,
seconds,
no,
we're
Because the way you went, you know what?
Click.
Click.
And then for like
I don't
Why hang
need
up
you.
on all my friends.
And then for like 30
you
seconds.
know what?
And then for 30 seconds, we're on the air, and we're contemplating. Did he hang up on us? Did Grohl just hang
No,
up on
I
us?
just Grolschenberger. I just called you back.
Sorry.
I called
Grohl.
Well, then it all
Right.
evened out.
Now tell us about being on the soundtrack to the X-Files.
We were actually, they released an X-Files record like 2 years ago, and we gave a Gary Newman track to them for that. A cover of Down in the Park by Gary Newman. We did that for him. And then they were doing the movie, and we're huge fans of the show, and I haven't seen any of the movie. I have no idea what's
The
going
movie,
on.
I don't know when the movie's coming
It's
out.
like the
but
TV show. It's just more
Well, the
of
song,
it.
like
Bigger
basically
screen.
what happened is we were writing songs anyway. We were on tour in Japan, so we were writing songs anyway, and we gave one to the people for the Godzilla movie, and we did a new version of a song that's on our record for
Yeah.
the X-Files. So we just re-recorded it in like a day and a half, and it worked out good.
I thought that when they ask you to do songs for soundtracks, they show you the movie first. Usually,
Well,
so you
sometimes
can
they
get a
do, but
vibe.
they
To
have this
inspire
like
you.
veil of
Have you
secrecy.
seen Godzilla?
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah, and the song has nothing to do with Godzilla because I haven't seen anything. It's this total prog rock piece of crap.
now there's some rumors going around. You've been offered some
Okay.
acting roles. Is that true?
Acting?
Nope.
Grohl on the screen?
Hell no.
What did you
No
hear, Fran?
way.
I heard
what
that.
kind of acting roles?
I just heard a couple
Porn.
of rumors.
Porn.
No, I
Porn.
can't. I'm not going to be
I
an
had-
actor, a thespian. No way.
I
Jose.
had read that, or not read, but heard that you had met Winona Ryder and that there was some connection there, and so.
I never got offered any acting roles.
What would you be
Have
doing
ever
if
been
you
offered
weren't?
Winona Ryder?
What was that
Yeah,
question?
what would you be doing? Comment?
Any?
If you
Hey,
weren't,
guys, quick.
yeah, you can't hang up now. What would you be doing if you weren't Dave Grohl, Foo Fighter?
I'd be Dave Grohl, Chevron attendant.
Chevron
That's probably
attendant,
what I'd
man?
be doing. I actually don't know. I mean, I had so many stupid jobs.
Like-
I mean,
before
if it
I
all
started-
ended today
I mean,
and you
I
had
still
no
be
money,
playing
what would you
music,
do?
Playing in a band with no money.
If you
Probably.
if the band thing was stripped from you, what would be the next thing?
Don't know. Maybe
Don't know?
Writing. I don't know.
What were some of the
Radio.
what were some of
Acting,
the
probably.
Acting.
Yeah.
what were some of the stupid jobs you had growing up?
Well, my favorite was this furniture warehouse that I worked in for Marlowe Furniture Warehouse. It's the largest furniture warehouse in Northern Virginia.
He's plugging.
And I had this great job where I would prep trucks for delivery. And I dug it, man. I thought it was cool. I'd prep trucks. They had these shelves that were like 7 stories high. It was huge. And I'd be up on these platform lifts that you drive down these aisles, and then the bass stays on the ground, but the platform, which is like 12 feet long, lifts hydraulically like up to the 7th, and you're like wrestling with the sleeper couch, and you're on this this harness thing so you don't fall off. And like the second day of the job, I went back into they said, well, just so you get used to the lift, go back and rearrange these office supplies. So I go back there, and there's all these boxes, and there's like coffee filters and fax paper and stuff, and just rearrange these boxes, and I find this crate of whipped cream cans.
Yeah.
And then?
And
Don't leave us hanging.
yeah.
I was actually hanging by my harness. You know, I'd get a whipped cream can. Like,
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. The whipped cream.
and then like sit over the edge of the platform lift, hanging from this harness, just like, So I love that job because I knew where all the whipped cream was.
The whipped cream.
So
high.
anytime I needed a break, I'd go back into the back.
Sure.
The story works much better on TV. You could see the illustrations.
Yeah.
But
I'm acting.
right, he's improving.
So yeah.
You know, I wouldn't. Tell me if you'd be into this. Could I ask? There are a lot of kids out here, a lot of fans.
Yeah, that kid's
I would
from Florida,
like some of
apparently.
would you answer a couple questions from fans if we just open up this window and let them shout out a
Think they
question?
got questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Open it
Yeah,
up.
let's see.
Well, you're a
All right, see
brave
what they do.
soul.
Let me see if they have
Here.
a question.
All right, hang on a second
Here,
here.
we just got.
Well, first we have to figure out how to open the window.
Maybe some. There we go.
Okay, what's
Keep
the
it
question
clean.
for Dave Grohl? Clean, or we'll pop you one.
Queen?
Question is, how's it going?
Come on, be
It's
more
going
original
very well.
than
Thank you.
that.
Next.
Who's got a
number
question
2.
for Dave Grohl?
This experiment is not going very well.
Teens and alcohol. Watch the abuse.
That's right.
Okay, no questions from the
Drinking,
field.
don't drive if you're driving.
That didn't work.
No, they're not going to ask questions. They're just going to do the
it's just-
whole.
They just want to go.
Hey, Dave!
Okay, that
Hey,
was good.
Dave, when you were on the
Story of my life.
MTV Awards, did you tell anybody that you were going to make the announcement about Pat Smear, or did that just happen?
No, that was a big thing. Even the people at MTV didn't even know.
That wasn't
Even the
planned.
people that- Yeah, well,
Refresh
Pat
it.
had said that he wanted to leave before the album even came out. And so we said, well, can you just stick around long enough so that we can get Franz, who's our new guitar player? We had to wait for him. If you can wait until Franz is ready, that would be great. So he hung out until... And then that seemed like the best time, because that was actually the first day Franz was available. And that was the first... Like, we had only jammed with Franz that day that he came onto the roof of the thing to do Everlong with us. That was
Right.
the first time we...
Ever.
That morning was the first time we'd ever jammed with Franz. But I've known him since I was like 15, and I know that he's awesome, so I didn't... But yeah, nobody really knew, and everyone was just like, what? So we figured that would be the best way to do it.
The changing of the guard on top
Exactly.
of Radio City.
There
How
we
did
go.
how did Baker Street? How was that born?
Well, you don't like
I
that
mean,
song?
Were you
I
guys?
love Baker Street, but everyone's like, Baker Street!
But you know what? We
And
played it
didn't
and people
really know how
loved
to
it.
play it.
I was
Well,
gonna
what we did is we went... When you go over to England, you usually do these BBC sessions,
Uh-huh.
right? British Broadcasting Corporation or whatever. And you go in for a day, they give you a studio for a day, and they ask you to record 4 songs. And what you're supposed to kind of do is record your own songs. But people do covers, and we love doing covers because then we can use them for B-sides and stuff like that. So we did Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty. We did Drive Me Wild by Vanity 6. We did this song called Requiem by a band Killing Joke that are awesome and from England, still around. And so then and it was great. It turned out pretty funny, and we thought we'd use them for B-sides and stuff. And then someone was putting out this record that was a collection of EMI artists of today doing hits of EMI artists past. And they asked if they could have Baker Street. And I said, yeah, sure, what the hell? I don't care. And all of a sudden, like, people start playing it on the radio.
I think we were one of the first ones to start playing it.
Probably
actually.
were.
Oops.
My sister
Sorry
heard
about
it, like,
that.
My sister, that's all right. My sister called and was like, I heard Baker Street on the radio today, and what, is it a single? And I'm like, I don't even know. and now it shows, like, sometimes I'll just do, like, just a little piece of the little saxophone guitar line thing.
Uh-huh.
People go nuts. I'm
We're
like,
talking to
what?
Dave Grohl at Music Midtown.
In general, like, are you a fan of when bands release covers as singles? I mean, is that something?
Not
you
when
have- you
bands
have a
release
problem
them as
with it?
singles. We didn't release it as a single.
No, the radio just kind of grabbed that one and
I mean,
and it
ba-
spread.
There is never do a cover that's better than one of your own songs. And we did Baker Street, and I think that's a great song.
Yeah.
man.
well, I hate to say
And
it, but
that's
some
why
of
we
these
didn't
kids
release it
right
as a
here
single.
think that that's your song.
They do. Yeah, ask any.
Come on, kids.
Ask any
Who's
kids.
Jerry
Jerry
Rafferty?
I know. Well,
Yeah.
man, we used what else? This one time we did Love and Touch and Squeezin' by Journey.
Journey.
Oh, wow.
That's
for an
great.
encore at a show, and this friend of ours who sings for a band called Shudder to Think sang it. He's got this real high voice, and and we did it. And like all the kids were looking at each other like, this new Foo Fighters stuff sucks. But there was this one dude with like a big old mustache, like love it, just going off in the back. I was like, dude, generation.
Were you a Journey fan ever?
Not.
They reformed, without.
Without
high
Journey,
pitch.
like kind of has that place in your life, like your first hickey or
Can you
whatever.
reform
Prom
Journey
song.
though without Steve Perry?
What do you mean he's not in it?
No,
it's
they got
Journey
a new
and
singer. It's
singer.
so weird.
That ain't cool.
That
Yeah.
doesn't
Down with
work.
that. I'm not down for the cause.
Are you going to do any covers tonight?
Maybe.
That's
What's your
secret.
favorite cover to do on stage?
Well, we only do a few. The Gary Newman thing is pretty fun. The Killing Joke thing is pretty fun. We do a song called Gas Chamber by the Angry Samoans, who were one of my favorite bands as a kid. That's probably my favorite. Because that's the one time in the whole show that we go like into overdrive, super fast hardcore.
Are you going to dueling drum tonight?
No.
You and Taylor? No drums for you tonight? Come
We're
on.
not doing the dual and drums thing.
Come on,
Because
Dave Grohl.
we did it on the last tour,
Which was great.
Like, this is like
People
our
wanna see
fourth
you
American
drum.
tour. I don't know what to say. It's like when you tour America so much, every time you go, you kind of want to do something
You want to have a new show.
I got
Luckily, our
Gotcha.
lineup changes so much that we just have to.
You're going to start playing bass next year.
Exactly, with my tongue.
Well, like when you were in Nirvana doing drums and you're in back and you're not singing leads,
Right.
you can kind of get behind the drums. When you're the leader of your own band, you kind of need to be, or do you feel the need to be out in front more and not hide behind the drums as much so you can kind of
No,
play
it's
with
just-
the crowd, be more animated?
No, it's just fun to just do whatever and just kind of.
Were you writing
Jam
as
out
much
or whatever.
in Nirvana? Were you recording your own stuff on the side? Because no one ever
Yeah.
knew you were writing songs, and
Because I never let anyone hear it. I thought it sucked.
you just kept it shelved away.
I hate my voice, man. I was like, I play it for my mom,
But you have
For my
such a great
sister.
voice.
but you know what? I really don't.
Well,
See, I
people
think you do. I
differently,
think that you
obviously.
can rock and then have great pop
very
sensibilities.
much.
Okay, so you don't
Thank you.
think you drum well, you don't think you
Yeah,
sing
really.
well, you don't think you
I
write
see
well.
a complex
I'm like
problem.
middle of the line.
What do you
Would you
think-
lay on the
See all these
couch?
great
We need to have a
musicians?
conversation.
Well, what do you
go
think
when you see
it is?
great musicians and you think, damn, like they're so good.
Yeah.
And like someone like Warren Haynes.
I hate
Right.
to point out, but
Singing,
you
beautiful,
play
thick,
every
full
instrument.
voice. Yeah.
Okay, you did a whole album with nothing but you, and he sucks.
So what is your strong
That's not
suit?
talent.
So what is your strong suit? Seriously. Honestly, why do you think your records sell? I mean, come on.
Come on, Dave.
Why do
What-
they
why do
buy? Why do they buy? Why do your records? Why do people
What
buy
is
your
the
records?
attraction to your music? Do you,
Because
do
we
you
jump
think?
around and people think we're normal idiots like everyone else. That's
Scott.
probably it.
It's got
That's
so
all we're
Are
trying
you?
to be.
Do you have any time to do any side projects?
Not really.
So you're not involved with anything right
What,
now.
like pizza delivery, or you mean like
No,
masonry and furniture warehouse
masonry?
stuff.
He does some
Right.
rebuilding.
I go back to the warehouse to find the whipped cream box every now and then.
No, just working with any other bands.
I'm going to produce a band called Verbena.
I love that band.
They're awesome.
Are they on 0 Hour?
Are they friends of yours?
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We toured with them. No, they actually just signed to Capitol.
Excellent.
So we're going to make a record in July, and hopefully it'll be out by the end of the year. Or maybe early next year.
And you're going to tour continuously this year.
Well, this tour was supposed to be an American tour with the Prodigy, and we were supposed to be opening for the Prodigy, and they canceled their tour, and we were stuck like, all right, what do you want to do? Well, let's go out for like 2.5 weeks or something like that. Turned into like 5. So this is we're trying to wind it down.
Because anytime we've ever,
Me back in.
I-
Like,
but you know, anytime,
Just when I thought I was
every time we've talked to you or seen you, you're up fresh. You're never burned out. I mean, you live a healthy lifestyle on the road because
call me at 10 o'clock in the morning.
you're always
Damn
up though.
room service, goddamn every bird, everything.
We need to do something that'll take 15 seconds
And then
of your
we'll
time.
let you go.
And sipping on that Budweiser will help you with this project.
Okay,
This is
Mr.
called the Fish Quiz.
Endorsement.
This is the fish quiz, Dave
This is the
Grohl.
Fish Quiz, and
Okay, I
you
don't fish.
That's okay.
It doesn't matter, but you could be the champion. The
He looks
record is
confident.
14. It's 15 seconds to name as many fish as you can. Anything underwater counts.
Anything
God.
that swims.
Yeah.
Everyone from Dustin Hoffman to John Parr, everyone's
Wait,
done this.
fish?
Anything
Any kind of fish.
underwater.
Anything underwater.
that
counts.
swims.
Okay.
A living.
Any fish,
He's
form.
he's ready.
On your mark, get set, go.
Trout, perch, bass, crab, lobster, squid, shrimp, manta ray. What else? What am I doing? Bluefish, flounder, catfish.
Oh!
man.
11.
11 is excellent. Right?
14 was the
Excellent.
record.
John Popper has the
Popper
record.
has the record.
What did he
14.
get?
14.
14.
So you were very close.
Eat them or name them?
Oh, man. Dave Grohl.
The best of the Morning X. 99X.